Good morning and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Amir Safwan bin Hassan, and today I will present my topic, which is varieties in oil palm. Oil palm is one of the most important plantation crops in Malaysia and contributes significantly to the country's economy through palm oil production and export activity. So in this presentation, I will discuss the different varieties of oil palm, their crossbreeding importance, difference in growth and development, yield difference, climate and soil requirements, and also the weakness of each variety. So, oil palm is scientifically known as Elaeagenesis, and it belongs to the family Palma. Oil palm originally came from West Africa and was later introduced to many tropical countries, including Malaysia. In Malaysia, oil palm was first introduced in 1870 as an ornamental plant before becoming an important plantation crop. Today, oil palm is widely cultivated because it produces one of the highest amount of vegetable oil per hectare compared to other oil crops such as soybean and sunflower. Palm oil is used in many products, including cooking oil, cosmetic, soap, food products, and biofuel. Due to its high productivity and commercial value, the oil palm industry has become very important for economic development and employment opportunities. Malaysia and Indonesia are also among the largest palm oil producers in the world. The industry contributes greatly to export income and provides many job opportunities. There are three main varieties of oil palm, which is Dura, Piscifera, and Tenera. These varieties are mainly differentiated based on shell thickness, mesocarp content, and oil content inside the fruit. The mesocarp is the fleshy part of the fruit that contains palm oil. Therefore, varieties with more mesocarp usually produce higher yield. Each variety has different characteristics and function in oil palm breeding and cultivation. Among these varieties, Tenera is the most commonly planted in commercial plantations because it produces the highest oil yield. Okay, the first variety is Dura. Dura fruits have thick shells, usually around 2 to 8 millimeters thick. They also have larger kernels and lower mesocarp content compared to other varieties. Because the shell is thick, the amount of oil that can be extracted from the fruit is lower. Normally, the oil content in Dura bunches is around 17 to 18% only. The thick shell protects the kernel well, but it reduces the space available for mesocarp development. As a result, the oil extraction rate becomes lower compared to Tenera. Even though Dura is not widely planted commercially today, it is still important in breeding programs because it is commonly used as the female parent during crossbreeding. Dura palms are also known for producing bigger bunch size compared to Tenera. The second variety is Piscifera. Piscifera fruits do not have shells, or sometimes only a small ring of fiber can be seen around the kernel. This variety has a high ratio of mesocarp and high oil content because there is more space inside the fruit for oil-bearing tissue. However, Piscifera palms are usually female sterile, meaning many fruit bunches fail to develop properly and abort at an early stage. Because of this problem, Piscifera cannot be used for commercial planting since the fruit production is very poor. Even though it has weakness, Piscifera is still extremely important in breeding programs because it is used as the male parent to produce Tenera palms. The third variety is Tenera, which is the most important and most widely planted commercial oil palm variety. Tenera is produced through crossbreeding between Dura and Piscifera. Dura plus Piscifera equals to Tenera. Tenera combines the good characteristic from both parent varieties. From Dura, it inherits better bunch formation, while from Piscifera, it inherits thinner shell and higher oil content. Tenera has a thin shell, usually around 0.5 to 4 mm thick, together with high mesocarp content. This allows more oil to be extracted from the fruit. The oil to bunch ratio in Tenera is around 22 to 24%, which is higher than Dura. Tenera palms also produce more fruit bunches, although the bunch size may be slightly smaller. Because of its high oil yield and better commercial value, Tenera is the preferred variety in plantation throughout Malaysia and other oil palm producing countries. So next is the importance of oil palm varieties. Oil palm varieties are very important in the plantation industry because they directly influence oil production, fruit quality, and plantation profitability. Different varieties are selected to improve productivity and produce palm with better characteristics. For example, breeders aim to develop palms that have higher oil yield, better disease resistance, faster growth, better adaptation to environmental conditions. The selection of suitable varieties is very important because it affects plantation efficiency and long-term profitability. If low-yield varieties are planted, the plantation may produce less oil and lower income. Therefore, researchers continuously improve oil palm breeding to produce varieties with higher yield, disease resistance, and better adaptability to climate changes. For the next part is differences in growth development. There are several differences in growth and development among the oil palm varieties. Dura palms develop thick shells and lower mesocarp content, which reduce oil extraction efficiency. Piscifera palms have no shell and very high mesocarp content, but they experience abnormal fruit development because many bunches abort before maturity. Tenera palms show better fruit development because they inherit good characteristics from both Dura and Piscifera. In terms of growth, Tenera palms generally produce more bunches and show better commercial performance compared to other varieties. The growth performance of oil palm varieties can also influence plantation management and harvesting efficiency. Next is yield differences. The yield produced by each oil palm variety is different. Dura produces lower oil yield because much of the fruit consists of thick shell rather than oily mesocarp. Piscifera has high oil content, but because many bunches fail to mature, the overall fruit production is low. Tenera produces the highest yield because it has thinner shells and more mesocarp, allowing greater oil extraction. Higher yielding varieties have maximized land use efficiency and reduce production cost per unit of oil. Therefore, Tenera is considered the most economical and productive variety for commercial plantations. Next part is the climate requirements. Oil palm grow best in tropical climates with warm temperatures and sufficient rainfall. The ideal temperature for oil palm cultivation is around 25 to 29 degrees Celsius. Oil palm also requires annual rainfall between 2,000 and 3,500 millimeters with at least 100 millimeters of rainfall every month. Besides rainfall, high humidity and adequate sunshine are important for photosynthesis and healthy growth. High sunshine hours help increase photosynthesis, which allows the palm to produce more energy for growth and fruit formation. Strong winds can damage the palm by breaking leaves, causing crown fracture, or even uprooting young palms. Too much rainfall may also cause flooding and nutrition loss, while prolonged drought can reduce fruit production and even cause palm death. Next is the soil requirements. Suitable soil conditions are also important for successful oil palm cultivation. Oil palm grows well in deep, fertile, and well-drained soils. The soil should be able to retain sufficient water and nutrients while allowing proper root development. Flat or gently sloping land is preferred because it supports better field management and reduces soil erosion. Good soil structures allows the roots to spread easily and absorb water and nutrition efficiently. Poor drainage or compact soil can affect root growth and reduce palm productivity. And lastly is the weakness of each variety. Each oil palm variety has its own weaknesses. Dura has thick shells and low oil content, making it less suitable for commercial oil production. Piscifera is mostly sterile, which causes poor fruit formation and low bunch production. Although Tenera produces high yield and better oil extraction, it still requires proper plantation management, suitable climate, good soil conditions, and adequate nutrients to achieve maximum productivity. Without proper management, even high-yielding varieties might not achieving their full production potential. So, in conclusion, oil palm varieties play an important role in the plantation industry. The three main varieties are Dura, Piscifera, and Tenera, which each different characteristics and functions. Among them, Tenera is the best commercial variety because it combines the good characteristics of both Dura and Piscifera and produces the highest oil yield. Proper breeding, climate management, suitable soil conditions, and good plantation practice are important to ensure sustainable and profitable oil palm production. In the future, oil palm breeding programs will continue to improve varieties with better yield, stronger disease resistance, and improved adaptability to environmental changes. Thank you for listening to my presentation.